You told someone your plans and watched them disappear. You shared your dreams and someone else built them. And you blamed them. But here's what you won't admit. You handed it over. Willingly. Freely. You opened the door, drew them a map, and then acted surprised when they walked in and took what they wanted. This is the story of a man who gave everything away and called it honesty. In a busy town where everyone knew everyone's business, there lived a man named Kabir. Kabir was open. When something good happened, he announced it. When he had a plan, he told everyone. When he felt hurt, he explained it to whoever would listen. He thought this made him authentic. His mother used to say, "Kabir, not everyone deserves to know your story." He'd smile. "What's the harm, Ma? I have nothing to hide." He didn't understand the difference between having nothing to hide and having no one to protect it from. Kabir had a dream. 2 years of savings. A spice shop in the town market. He'd planned everything. The location, the suppliers, the opening day. He was excited, so he talked. He told his neighbor Vinet, told his cousin, told friends at the tea stall. He thought he was sharing joy. He was giving a blueprint. Vinet asked questions. Which supplier? What location? How much inventory? Kabir answered everything. He mistook curiosity for care. 2 weeks before his shop was set to open, Kabir walked to the market. A new sign. A spice shop. Same location. Same suppliers. Vined's name on the board. Kabir stood frozen. But the truth was simple. He hadn't been robbed. He'd given a tour. That evening, Kabir walked to the edge of town where his uncle Farooq lived. Farooq was quiet, successful, private. People respected him, but few knew him. Kabir sat across from him. I trusted him. I told him everything. Why would he do this? Farooq poured tea. When a farmer plants seeds, does he dig them up every day to show people what he's growing? Kabir shook his head. Why not? Because they won't grow. So why do you keep digging up yours? Kabir had no answer. Farooq set down his cup. You think sharing creates closeness. Sometimes it does. But more often, it creates access. And access without trust is just exposure. Kabir frowned. So I should hide everything? Trust no one? No. You should stop confusing talking with connecting. Farooq looked at him. You share because it feels good. Because silence feels like hiding. Because you need people to witness your life for it to feel real. Kabir wanted to argue, but he recognized the pattern. You trained Vinod, Farooq continued. Every detail you gave him was a lesson. You taught him that you don't protect what's yours, that your plans are public property. He just listened better than you realized. He paused. The betrayal started with you. For the next 60 days, stop narrating your life. When something good happens, hold it. When someone asks what you're working on, say nothing worth mentioning. See who you become when you're not performing. Kabir hesitated. What if people think I'm hiding something? You are. And that's the point. Week 1. A small opportunity came, a chance to supply spices to a local restaurant. The old Kabir would have announced it before the first delivery. This time, he said nothing. The silence felt heavy, almost wrong, like swallowing words that wanted out. He noticed something uncomfortable. The urge to share wasn't about connection. It was about relief. He wanted to say it out loud so it would feel real, so someone would validate it. He held it anyway. Week 3. His cousin asked what he was up to. Kabir smiled. Nothing much. Keeping busy. His cousin pushed. Come on. Any news? Kabir shrugged. He watched his cousin's face, the slight frustration, the hunger for information, dressed as friendliness. He'd never noticed it before. He'd always fed it. Week 5. The restaurant wanted 2 more locations. Bigger orders. Kabir told no one. The silence was uncomfortable, sometimes lonely. He wanted to share, wanted someone to know. But he didn't. And for the first time, he had something that was fully his, untouched by other people's opinions, unpolluted by envy he'd never see. Week 8. Vinod's spice shop was failing. He came to Kabir, friendly as always, asked for advice. Supplier contacts, tips. Kabir looked at him. Can't help you, Vinod. Not my area. He didn't explain, didn't confront, didn't give Vinod the satisfaction of knowing he'd been seen. He just walked away. Silence was the only answer Vinod deserved. Kabir visited Farooq again. I have 3 clients now. No one knows. And I feel something I've never felt. Like what I'm building actually belongs to me. Farooq nodded. Most people will never understand this. They'll call you secretive, cold. They'll say you've changed. Have I? Yes. You've stopped giving people what they didn't earn. Farooq looked at him. You'll trust again, but not because you believe people are good. Because you've learned to test before you invest, to give access slowly, to stop being surprised when people act like people. He paused. You thought trust was a gift. It's not. It's a promotion. And most people are still in the interview. So let me ask you, why do you share so much? Is it really honesty? Or is it something else? Maybe you talk because silence feels like you don't exist. Maybe you announce your plans because keeping them feels like they're not real. Maybe you tell people your wounds because you need them to witness your pain for it to count. You call it openness, but maybe it's neediness. The oversharer isn't generous. They're hungry. Hungry to be seen. Hungry to be validated. Hungry to feel like their life matters because someone else is watching it. And that hunger makes you careless. Makes you mistake curiosity for friendship, interest for loyalty, questions for care. You keep handing out keys and wondering why people walk into your house. Here's what you don't want to hear. The people who took from you didn't break in. You invited them. Every plan you announced was an open door. Every detail you shared was a map. You weren't betrayed. You were generous with things that should have been guarded. And until you stop needing to be witnessed, you'll keep being robbed.